Good evening, Super Leaguers. We are joined tonight by Super League royalty. It's Mr. Alf Bridge. Good evening, Alf. Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on. How are you, mate?
Yeah, fine. Thank you very much, and welcome all.
Yeah, we've got some familiar faces in the chat. Hello to everybody that's there. Really looking forward to this one. We've got some cracking games, and Alf has just been blessing me with his predictions as well, which will pop up before each game as well. The running order is across the bottom now. If anyone's got any other needs, then let us know. But that's how we're going to go. Got a request for Haggis to go early, so we'll put those on early. And yeah, that's how we're going to roll tonight. So, Alf, you are number 2 at the Sloths. You are number
Yeah.
1 in the league. How are you finding the season so far, and what's the success down to?
It's going really well. It's a combination of things, really. I think Rob has found the right tactic. He's adjusted his old tactic of 3 up front, gone to 2, and I think that's working well. Plus, I think a lot of the players we got in are first season players this time, where in the past, I know from the own experience that you can have quite a few young players in your first lot, and doesn't always work. So I think this is a good combination.
The experience in the backroom team and experience on the pitch is paying dividends. We've got one of the best defences in the league, not scoring loads, but it's the weirdest Sloths team ever. It's so sensible, it's unreal. 1-0s and 1-0s and 2-1s. Great stuff for the league, though. Yeah, we've got a great slate of fixtures tonight. I'm not going to dwell on anything else. I'm going to go to the first one, which is I'm going to start with Burn against Haggis. So Northern Burn are looking like this. They have Palermo, who's just still got an orange injury. Estabria comes onto the bench, who may be leaving after tonight. Yeah, this is a strong-looking team. I know Paul Scholes is potentially on the move this week as well, which is obviously a good signing for Ian and the Burn boys. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, there's not much wrong with that. He knows his stuff, doesn't he, Ian? So, yeah, looks good. Yeah.
It does, yeah. And I've just put your prediction up. We've got an Alf Predicts section. And Alf, just talk us through what you've been doing on your own computer at home.
Well, as probably many know, I've got myself a home save. I put all the Super League teams into my save and called it the Elite League. And tonight I've been trialing playing them against each other. And this is the first prediction tonight. Burn 1, Haggis 1.
Yeah, it'd be an interesting scoreline. I hope Van Nistelrooy is playing, but that's not your fault.
No, I've had to pick the players that are my disposal. Somebody on my save will be injured.
Obviously, yeah, that would be the case. Where's that gone? We'll proceed to the match for the Burn boys, and Haggis have a little bit of an injury crisis, a mini one. They've got Van Nistelrooy is out for a week. Their backup striker's also out, and Lauren Bear's still out as well. So we've got Mason Javan, who I don't think has appeared in the Super League yet, on the bench, and Guede comes into the team. Yeah, Haggis boys look pretty strong this season.
Yeah, look strong again. Yeah, 3 strong games, 2 going forward into the midfield. Yeah, whether he'll miss Van Nistelrooy, I don't know. We shall see.
Yeah, I think Champ Megahorse is after an Alf predicts for Coronation Street storylines as well, which I'm sure that could be a Twitter channel all on its own. Not that I follow it these days, but I imagine you're up on current affairs. Yeah, so that's the Haggis team. It's built on solid backline, keeper who's been doing well so far. This will be an interesting game. 2 of the heavier hitters of the league. So we know what Alf thinks. Do you agree with the 1-1 prediction, Alf?
Yeah, I'll go with it.
We'll go with it. So yeah, good luck to both managers, and we're going to kick off in record time tonight. And Burn comes strong. Lots of yellow and slightly darker yellow. And it looks like the Haggis boys are clinging on for a bit, and there is a goal. It's Ortega who's opened the scoring on 21 minutes. And another Ortega again, who wasn't the best looking Ortega we've ever seen, but he's certainly looking strong last few games. And coming towards half time, and that is half time. And we have a Burn dominated half. Haggis weren't completely out of it. But absolutely majestic first half performance from Robin Burnley. What stands out for you, Alf?
Solid performance for Northern Burn. No real weak links there. Mantella perhaps a little bit, but he'll come good. And on Aggie's side, it's pretty ordinary, really. Missing Van Nistelrooy.
Certainly, Arguede's not been involved much. Maybe not his fault. Vieri's been wasteful on the ball. I believe, Haggis Campbell is here, so I presume it's him making the subs tonight. But let us know what you want to do, boys. We've got the obligatory as is from Ian, which you would expect fully. I think Campbell's just checking where he plays here. He's a winger on both sides, Campbell, in case you're wondering. He may come on the pitch then. We've got actually performance so far, mate. And Perez looks a bit tired, and if that affects your decision making at all. Yeah, well, I don't know what I'll do here. The bench isn't looking particularly strong in terms of game changers. So we might see a tactical tweak. We may see an as is, I don't know.
Yeah, not much you can do with that bench, is there? At all. No,
they're not particularly, well, not game changers on the face of it. I'm not saying they can't do something. I mean, I know Javan's a goal machine in general, but he's bringing on Valtellina, who's coming on for Perez, who looks like he's got a potential thigh injury, so that's a smart move in my opinion. And that's it till 60.
I have used Del Vecchio at times up front, so maybe might do that later. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a fan of Del Vecchio. Good player. I know you like him, definitely. I'm getting towards the 60-minute mark. I will concentrate on the timer. And we are at 59. That will be enough. So we have, a very solid looking. Christian Warnes is started the season tremendously well. And everyone else is doing the job. Montella's not been that involved.
He could afford to rest Montella, couldn't he, really, and give somebody else a chance.
Yeah. That's fine after 60 minutes if you're 2-0 up, isn't it? Conditions are like that, ratings like that. Let me know if you want to stick as usual, Ian. And on the Haggis side, we have conditions are fine. Match ratings, quite a few sixes in there. Cannavaro's proving his quality, but the rest of it's a bit not. Well, it's not good enough at this point.
No, he could do with 8 substitutes, really, couldn't he?
He could. I'll just leave it on for a second. I've kept a comment on there for ages. Yeah, I've seen Ian sub. I'll do that in a second. Estebury, I believe, is leaving the building. That's why we are entering the pitch. He needs to play before he can leave. Cool. So we will bring on Estebury for Gustavo Lopez. And that will be all. Mason Javan comes onto the pitch. I hope Rox is here to see it, because this is a big day for him personally. And Tradza comes on as well for Gomez. Extend arrows on wingers, so I must mean that. Yeah, Javan for Guede, extend arrows, and Tradza for Gomez. And we will roll unless anything else comes through imminent. Oh, that's it, Tark. Yeah, we'll see that. Yeah, so we've got all the changes for Haggis, and we have the one change for Burn. Let's go to the end. Can Haggis fight back here? Will Vieri find his scoring boots again? I don't think he will. Young Pio has a penalty scored after 68 minutes, and a fourth, Estevaria, who gives the middle finger to the manager as he run past the dugout there. 4-0 after 80 minutes, and Haggis will be hoping not to make a bigger meal of this. It looks like a penalty was turned down just after 80 minutes there. Haggis do get a goal back. Javier Zanatti restores a little bit of pride in what was a vintage Burn performance. Look at those stats, Scalf. What do you think to that?
Yeah, brilliant. We now know that Ian is more intelligent than the AI.
Yeah, he's got a better result than Alf's computer predicted. So yeah, congrats to Ian and commiserations to Ian. That's your ratings. Ortega with another good performance. I think he got an assist last time out, and he's got a 10, 2 goals, and man of the match.
Yeah, yeah. Mind you, Dimble, the team I picked for him would have got a draw 1-1.
Yeah, maybe you can offer Haggis some advice. I don't know. Samuel with a 5 is the rarest of sights. I don't think I've ever seen that in the Super League, so that is a strange one. In terms of
send him to Spartak.
Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah. Not that he's going to be selling him, but I imagine there'd be a queue around the door for Walter Samuel. That's how the Northern Burn boys shaped up, and yeah, it's a convincing performance at home. I think the home games look a bit more of an influence this year, so it's not surprising to see someone get beat. We saw this first couple of game weeks where there was some kind of big score lines handed out.
That's one of the most one-sided games we've seen, hasn't it, really? Looking at the ratings.
Yeah, it'll be disappointing for I guess they've been very competitive and they'll be looking to bounce back next time. We have Badgers and Vikings up next according to my schedule. And the Badger boys look like this. We've got Davies for Zanoni, Dave Barnett, who's nearly as old as you, Alf, and he's actually slower than you, which is quite an achievement, isn't it? 8 pace, 5 acceleration. A home save favourite for many champ player in the Twitter world. But does he belong in the Super League? That's the question. Pippo Inzaghi gets another run. The best Pippo Inzaghi ever had, I believe he is for sale.
Yeah. Is he?
Decent. He is. Get in his DMs.
Yeah.
And that is that. Makaleli makes a late call to the bench because I believe he needs to play to move as well. I am not going to give Agahawa a number. Why is he got no of the first 15 squad numbers, Alf? He's only got 2 assigned, and one of them has been assigned tonight, which seems very, very bizarre to me. I'll give Agahawa number 11 for now.
I don't know if you've done it. Sometimes I've picked teams on my home says by squad numbers, but it doesn't seem to work really.
He must have chosen them. So I imagine if you pressed auto, I can't.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying do big numbers, but I missed that, Teo. Sorry, I'm not you bothered. You're not bothered, are you? Come on, get over yourself. We have Sandro Coe or Cois. I don't know how you pronounce that, Alf. Do you know? He's Italian in real life, not Australian.
No, I don't know. But he was one of those I fancied in the outer league, actually. But
he's a solid player. He's an animal. Yeah,
he gets
he's an animal on a home save. He gets a lot of red cards, doesn't he? Yeah, Sandro Coe is how I would say it.
His stats later in the season are tremendous.
Yeah, and he comes into the midfield, and he's blooding some young people like Brozek as well. Soroczynski gets in the team when he hasn't been recently.
Yeah, there looks goals. There looks goals, don't they, from the 3 up top there?
Yeah, I like Brozek. If Brozek's available, Jens, let us know. Sigalko obviously is the big storyline after his heroics in the past 2 or 3 seasons. To have no goals after 5 games is a weird one. It must be a matter of time. I brought him into my fantasy league team, Alf, because I believe he must be due a few.
Yeah, is he too young at 19? I don't know. As a first season player in past iterations.
I think he won the Star in his first season last time out. Yeah, so it's it's a strange one. All right, so we need Alf predicts, don't we? We need Alf predicts. What's Alf predicting?
You can put it up there. Yeah.
We've got Badgers 2-1 with Adilson, Inzaghi, and Henri with the goals.
The thing about this one, Dimble, is that unfortunately for Jens, I got Inzaghi scoring in the last minute, the winner.
Yeah, Duggan saying the missed pen was brutal. Yeah, the last thing I expect to see after he's got no goals and Sigalko steps up from 12 yards. Was the last thing we all sort of expected to see. But yeah, that's what Alf predicts. And yeah, are you sticking with that one, Alf? Are you twisting?
That's a fair one. I think that's a fair chance.
And we will go. Good luck to both managers. We will go very fast, and we'll see what happens here at the set. Tato, of course, celebrating victory in the small horse league last night. He won the playoffs last night in that that format. So congratulations to him. Not that anyone watches. And we're getting towards half-time. It's 0-0. The boring Badgers are back in town, it looks of it. The low-scoring games with Badgers have returned after that first day of the season thumping they handed out. And we have some shots, but not many shots. We have some tackles and some headers, and that's what the ratings look like. I think if you're Jens, you'll be delighted with that. What were you thinking if you're even manager, Alf?
It looks fairly even. Yeah, not much in it. Could be one goal in this.
Yeah, one goal I think would probably settle it, and we've got Inzaghi on the pitch. So I imagine, Inzaghi versus Sigalko. I think that's the key battle of the second half. Cliver's not doing much again.
But yeah, then you've got Henry. Henry's always likely to pop up with a goal.
Some Alf predicts banners. Loving that we were typing out furiously. Alf wanted to screen share, but we couldn't figure it out. Could we in the green room? So Alf just sent me. Well, we just spoke them out, and I typed them in quickly. That's why we were a minute late.
We're no in future.
Yeah. He wanted to put the minutes in, but I was like, we haven't got time, Alf. We haven't got time. Let's go. And looks like both are going to as is till 60. I'll just flash up Jens' stats there as well. The as is confirmations there. Yeah, I don't think there's much in this at all, as the scoreline suggests and the stats suggest. And we will go to 60 minutes. See if anyone can break this deadlock. I will look at the clock while some text flashes by on my right-hand side. And we're at 60 minutes. I click it. Can there be a goal as on the click? There isn't this time. Isaac Okoronkwo is getting a 9. Nicky Ferenko's not doing the business so far. Tato's not bothered about conditions. Yeah, I think there'll be changes here. It's very rare that Tato doesn't change it. Even if he does try to channel his inner Edwards sometimes, I think he likes to tweak. So I imagine there'll be something happening here.
It looks okay, though. It looks a little bit improved from half-time.
It's a good performance. It's just, I think if you're at home, you probably want to push on for that goal, don't you? But yeah, it's a good performance so far, I'd say, from both teams.
Yeah.
I imagine Makaleli will be entering the pitch as well. Yeah, so Tato's made some subs there. Before they do them, I'll just flash up the Viking side of the ball, and this is how it looks for Jens. Jensy boy, let me know if you want to make any changes.
Will he stick with Zalko? You have to do it, don't you? You have to stick with him. Keep.
I think he suggests he's gonna ride him till he dies. Although Jens has been known to lose his patience occasionally, so if that's true or not, I'm not sure.
I hope for Jens the AI is wrong and he doesn't concede a last-minute goal.
Is that what happened in the test? Was it? Oh,
yeah, Inzaghi got one in the last minute.
Yeah, so we've got Jens to finish off his subs. Also, we've got Clive for Salas. Agahawa for Zanoni. And live for Makaleli. Formation is fine. So he is, just personnel changes, no tactical tweaks from Tato. That looks pretty much the same, but Agahawa might provide that spark. Salas maybe looking to impress, and Makaleli is obviously on the way out, but not a bad replacement for a young Ashley Live.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, and then Vikings want to Del Piero for Brozek.
Oh, one of my old favourites, Del Piero. Yeah.
Swap with Henry, and that's it.
Good to see him on.
Sweet. Yeah, cheers, Jens. Cheers, boys, for the quick subs, and we will go to the end. There's a late goal predicted in Alf Predicts. It went to the Badgers, I believe, and there's a late-ish goal. No, it's ruled out. Offside was called there. I think it was Agahawa that scored. The Vikings come forward again, but then it looks like Badgers are on top. 4 minutes injury time, lots of pressure at the end, and there's no goal. The boring Badgers are goalless yet again, and Vikings didn't have a shot on target. Badgers had lots of shots, but not many on target. And I would say a reasonably fair result.
It is, yeah. But I think Jens will be happy because it's a good performances in there, really. So he'd be happy. It's looking on the up there. Badgers was, pretty good all around. So it was a fair result.
Yeah, defensively sound from both teams.
Yeah.
Something to build on, isn't it? Always. Sandro Ois made a good debut in the Super League. Or
it is. But morale would be boosted, I think, by that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Addo with a man of match, although it looks like a number of people could have walked away with that award. Yeah, well done to both managers in a way, and you're fucking shit in other ways. Cheers, boys, for participating. Next up, I've gone for Stackington against Exiles. And we have this team from Daniel Megahorse. Let me just get the Alf predicts up so we can have a look at it early this time. The computer wasn't kind to Stackington in this one, was he? But we have a solid-looking team. Lussenhoff drops back to the defence. Some very good midfielders in that team, I would suggest. Marcelino may be the weaker link, but he's played pretty well. And Amoroso as a lone striker who's interested. Yeah, thoughts, Alf? What's on your prediction or the team?
I think that score goes with the league table, really. I think that's how I would have seen it anyway. Yeah.
Yeah, Stackington haven't had the best of it so far.
No. It's only turned it round, but it looks a possibility now.
Yeah, and we know Dan's very good at the game, and he's very rarely down for long. So it's only a case of when it comes good. I feel maybe I'm just being biased, but yeah, Dan's obviously knows what he's doing. It's gone badly so far for him this time, but it's a long season. Squad number 38 is right. It's a good job of reminding me because I forgot. And Athletic of Exiles have given a debut to Mark Viduka and Tommy Gravison, two brutes of the game. Two players I imagine you quite like, Alf. They seem like Alf type players, Viduka and Gravison.
They're fine. But how's Batistuta gone
then? Batistuta is.
He's injured.
He's got a brown injury, yeah.
Right. Okay.
Twisted his knee.
Right.
So he doesn't play. Obviously, the result included a Batistuta goal in your playthrough, but he's got Viduka and Ventler up front tonight. Veron in this DMC, I just want to give a shout out to Fifey, who has shown us all what to do with Juan Sebastian Veron.
Yeah.
There's only Maka that's got a real success out of him, and even he wasn't rating at a 7.8 in doing that. So this is interesting. I think the rest of the league will be taking note as to what's happening with this Veron in this role.
Because that's very similar to the Zidane stats, really, in quite a few areas. So might be thinking about that for Spartak sometime.
So we're going to go to the match then. Gravison and Viduka will get 19 and 20.
Yeah.
We'll see you to the match. We'll take the prediction down. I mean, I hope it's closer than 3-0. We will see when we click the continue game or kick-off match, sorry. Yeah, let's see what happens, Alf. Let's see what happens. It's an early goal for Amoroso, so that does defy the prediction. Up front on his own, I kind of doubted that a little bit, but he's proven me wrong within 3 minutes. 23 minutes gone now, and Stackton look like they're on top. And not much else happening. Oh, Exiles with a chance. Fine save from Hedman, and Amoroso goes down to Brendan. He scores again. 35 minutes in, he's got his double. He's got his brace. 3 minutes of injury time. Coming towards half time. Can Exiles nick something before the break? Spills it from Hedman. Nearly a goal, but they managed to clear. Fine save from the Exiles keeper, and we have a 2-0 lead for Stackington at the half, and it's a reasonably even game, although it did feel like, to me, reading that, Stackington looked like they were on top. Obviously, more shots on target. Tackles won stands out as a massive thing there. Interesting first half.
It is. That's a real turn up. I don't think many predicted that. Yeah, he's going to have a couple of subs on there, I think. Yeah, and no changes from Stackington, I imagine.
We've got a expletive comment from the Under Pressure Exiles boss after flying away with the league at one point 2 weeks ago. He's now on for his second loss in 2.
That's really good.
Yeah, I think this formation, to me, it can be really good. It's just solid. But I don't know if it's going to do it over a full season, but it's one I've thought about going to a lot of times, and Dan's obviously keen on it. Emerson comes off for Holland. And Fifey is in with the changes as well. So Rio's going to DMC, which I love that shout. He's got a centre back and attacking midfielder playing at DM now Alpha alongside Gravison.
Yeah.
That's all from the horse. Yeah, Nesta would have been confused as to why he was on the bench tonight, and he's on the pitch already. So, yeah, Ferdinand's stats wise, he looks like a great DMC, and I think he's got like 14 in position for DMC. He's nearly a D DMC. I think there's a potential star in there in DMC if he got the guts to do it.
Is he gonna push Veron up, do you think?
It doesn't appear so at the moment, so we'll just stick with that. So we've got the one change on each side. Maybe if it's still this 2-0 or worse in 15 minutes, I imagine there'll be further changes on the formation as well. I'm staring at the clock. Another goal, Matty Holland on his debut. It jumped forward. I have pressed the subs. We've got 22 minutes of normal time left, and Stackington are on a roll tonight. Conditions look good. Yeah, that's great. Great way to introduce yourself to the fans, isn't it? Come off the bench and score within 10 minutes.
From what I remember, Matt Holland's stats were very good, actually. Underrated, I think. Yeah, they are.
He always looks like a solid player to me. I've had him a couple of times.
Yeah.
We had a couple of shouts for Mendieta as the season changer, and it's hard to disagree with the quality that he brings. I'll go back to that in a minute. Let's look at Fifey's. Conditions are fine. Match ratings like that, Fifey.
He's going to have to do a Robin T3 up front.
Potentially. I think I think you maybe push Veron on, although it's been working so well. So you're going away from something that's been working. But
Tristan's got to come on. I think.
So we've got Romeo for Amoroso for Stackington.
Yeah.
Must just be resting people at this point. And Fifey is typing furiously, I imagine. Yeah, Romeo for Amoroso, and that's it. I like Bernardo Romeo. I think he's a great player. He scored, I think it was 27 goals for me in the small horse league.
What's Nedved done wrong not to catch?
Interesting question. Yeah, he's coming on the pitch now though. We've got Tristan for Ventler.
Yeah.
Nedved, who can't move again this season because he's already moved clubs. I know what you were thinking because I was thinking the same last week. So we've got no tactic change and 2 subs.
He can't move all season then, is that it?
No, the players can only play for 2 clubs in the same season just to stop people from giving up on players after 1 week, which has happened already. But I'll be honest with you, Alf, the admin of the transfers is a bit of a ball ache. Just keeping on top of it, especially when we're like sharing the responsibility between us.
Yeah, probably be revised, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so Romeo comes on, and 2 more subs for Exiles. We'll go to the end. It looks like a routine victory for Stackington. But can Exiles get a kick or a consolation goal at least? Gravison getting involved there. Yellow card for Nedved. Gate with another yellow, 3 minutes injury time, and it looks like, well, it's definitely a win for Stackington, but Viduka restores a little bit of pride with a late goal.
Yeah.
And not the worst performance in terms of stats.
No.
Yeah, 3-1's a bit flattering, but at the same time, it felt like Stackington were in control.
As a matter of interest, how many predicted that in the chat? Not even a win.
I didn't ask for predictions, but
No.
I think it would have been kind of split between.
Oh.
I think there's a few people that would have backed Exiles, but I think Stackington at home would have been a good shout as well. But yeah, you're right. In terms of the form book, it's definitely a turn up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Some good performances all over the pitch for Stackington.
Yeah. There's some hope, isn't there, for the boys at the bottom to rise up the table. Jens has done well on this, and Stackington.
Yeah, I agree. There's some good teams around here that can all put 2, 3, 4 wins together. It's a fair point, Alf. Tristan come on and didn't do much. In fact, the subs, Nedved has done nothing but miss a header and make a foul and make an interception. So yeah, he's done absolutely nothing in his 21 minutes.
Well,
congratulations to Dan anyway, and commiserations to 5 feet. Next up, it's the big one. Well, I think this is a big one. Dudley Hill against Fulchester. I like the dynamic between Dudley Hill and Fulchester over the years. We've got Contra, one of the best right wing backs in the league, making his debut at right wing back for Dudley Hill. Brugink comes in to partner Keane and AM, and I think, I've said it before, Steve never puts out a bad team. All the weird shit he does in the transfer market, he usually comes out pretty even, and he's put a decent team together again for the 3rd time this season, hasn't he?
Yes, my old friend Bruggink's there, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, Arnie, he doesn't look great at the minute, but I think if you play him, he'll score eventually.
Yeah.
I think it's a decent looking team.
It is, yeah. Solid, isn't it? That's very solid, yeah.
It is. And it's a tactic that he used to obviously win the Star as well, so we know that couldn't work if he gets in the right groove. And Fulchester, we've got Ronaldo coming in for Chiesa, Prutton coming in for the injured Seedorf. One's an upgrade, one's a downgrade, but overall a dangerous looking team.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. It's,
Constantino obviously Constantino's deputising for the injured Crespo, who's out for a few weeks, who obviously started on fire, but a very good replacement.
How's Robin doing? Because in this first season he did nothing for me, so he's done well, hasn't he? Yeah.
I don't think that was all your fault, Alf. I think he was a bit of a duff version, to be honest. But he's done pretty well so far. He's done really well.
I thought he's too young. No, I thought that's why I did persist with him. Yeah, good.
Yeah, let's go then. Alf predicts. What does Alf predict on his computer? It is a 3-1 home victory with Keane, Kaladza getting 2. Chiesa. What were the timings on those, Alf? Was it a late win for Dudley?
2 last-minute goals from Kaladze, of all people.
I'm sure Steve will absolutely take that if that happened. Good luck to both managers. We will get going. And with 20 minutes gone, nothing much happened. I'll just remove the banner. And Robin scored early. 25 minutes, Robin scored. And another one, Constantino has got his 2nd goal of the season, deputising for Crespo extremely well. That says more about the tactic and the manager than it does the player, I imagine, because obviously everyone he's put there so far has scored. And they've been clinical. It's been a fairly even game, but they've been clinical. Disappointing again for Steve and Dudley Hill, but this kind of shows what Fulchester are capable of, I think. Thoughts on an Abbiati 5? Are you a fan of Abbiati?
Yeah. But like most keepers, they're throwing a 4 or a 5, and that's the game gone. That just annoys me a little bit about the game.
Yeah, it does seem like something that's not quite right in the game, doesn't it? Maybe the ratings are too harsh on the keepers. I don't know. Just because the ball's gone in the back of the net doesn't mean particularly they've done anything wrong.
There's often no way back, is there? Once he gets a 4 or a 5 at half time, I have seen it, but not often.
Yeah, so that's Steve's ratings and conditions and stats.
Yeah.
He's going as is. We got Hoppo in the chat. I did see him earlier, I believe. So Hoppo, if you're here, I think you're on subs.
That's
2 as is. We'll go to 60.
Yeah.
And more pressure from Fulchester. And just before the break, we'll get a goal. It's a corner kick. Dudley Hill got a corner, I believe. And Steve Wright will be looking to maybe make a change here. He's got the highly touted Ronald de Boer on the bench. He's got Emmanuel Tadebe. I can't imagine Tudor's going to be making an appearance tonight, but some good options there. And also the ability to kind of change tactics as well. So I believe Steve might throw some dice here and see what sticks.
According to the AI, better throw Calanzi up front.
Yeah, give Calanzi a long arrow, Steve. Not that the predictions have come to fruition so far, but
no,
he's definitely got a goal in him, according to Alf.
I don't think 20 years ago the intelligence was that high.
Just out of interest, Alf, have you got a 20-year-old computer, or have you got a laptop you play it on?
It's an old laptop. Yeah,
an old laptop.
Yes, it is. Yeah, well, I've got a couple of laptops, so I've got the although I have downloaded the starter kit as well, which is quite good.
I've got more as is. Is the as is from Dudley Hill is the second one, so I'll take that. And we've got a first as is, which I believe was at half time. So yeah, we've got a slight change from Hopkins. Hopkins gamer 18. Is Hopkins catfishing people there? Is he pretending he's an 18-year-old gamer? Is that what's happening there, Hopkins? You dirty dog. So we've got Prutton back to DM. Donny for Ronaldo. Move Donny to MC. So let us know if you want the arrow one or not, Hopkins, or leave until left, and then we'll. Hopkins claiming it's his boy's account. We all know what's going on here, Jamie. Jens is asking if you've got a separate computer for all the adult material. Is that what you've done? Have you ruined enough computers so you got it separate to your champ one?
On the 20-year-old one, yeah.
Is he keeping all the classics on there? Are you? Yeah.
Yeah. Don't look at it anymore. 20 years past it now.
Arrow on Robin. So that's how we roll. Yeah, Hopkins getting called a shithouse by the opposing manager. Jokingly, of course, but it might be a sensible move.
Yeah, he's got all. Yeah.
Laughing at the comments. And we have no more goals. It's 76 minutes gone. We'll see what happens here. Will there be some late drama? Or will the Hopkins tactical masterclass kind of see the game out? Beckham's injured. You won't want to see that. That will infuriate Maka when he does tune in. He has got a midfield full of lefties there. Alf, there's no obvious replacement on the right-hand side.
Can Robin switch somewhere?
One of them will just have to play out there, won't he? Either Hersey or Robin or Donny or maybe even Prutton or Gattuso. But
yeah. Does it matter much now?
Hodges here, he says a laptop for each Twitter account. That'd be a lot of laptops.
I've got 2 tablets as well, and 2 smartphones.
I think you're digging yourself a bit of a hole here, Alf. People are presuming the worst of you here.
But there's only one. There's only one got porn on.
I'm pleased to hear it. Is it locked away in a cupboard so the grandchildren can't see it? Hersey on the right.
Wife can't use a computer.
Hersey right, which we've done, which 3 minutes left, it doesn't really matter, does it? And that was the quickest of the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Fulchester, Hoppo and Macca, and another game where Steve Wright is looking pretty competitive, but losing. He must be feeling like he's shit out of luck at the minute again. Difficult one to take again for Steve. Yeah. Player ratings wise, Constantinu is the star man with a 9 and a goal. Iron Robin doing well again. David Prutton on a 9, doing better than Seedorf, I would suggest, in that role, which is good sign for Fulchester.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that before we leave it and consign it to history?
Don't think it was that bad of performance on Dudley Hill. Looking at the ratings, so yeah. Don't despair.
Don't despair. Yeah, I'm sure Steve will be in a bit of despair here, but I agree with you. And Fulchester stats looking like that, just a bit more detail.
Yeah, he's another one on the up. Yeah.
It is Foss Road next year. It is Heskey time next. Heskey will make an appearance in the Super League next up. We'll go to that one then, and it's taking us to the game. This is the team. I'm just going to go get a quick beer, Alf. So I will leave you with this team and this prediction to talk us through, please, mate. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Yeah, okay. Also, yeah, I've got this 0-1, and Doug will be pleased with that. And I haven't got him down as conceding a late goal this time. His Fossey team is defensively quite good. Yeah, midfield, front three. They should score a goal there, but even though the AI doesn't predict so.
It doesn't, no. And Penza has made a decent start, so a 1-0 in Penza. I don't know, it won't be the biggest of surprises, I suppose, but this is a strong looking Foss Road team, even if it has got Emil Heskey in it.
Yeah.
I think the rest looks pretty good.
He's done well, hasn't he, Heskey, though? It surely has, yeah.
Not so far. I think he looks like a decent target man, but who knows?
Yeah.
Just check the comments before I press continue game to make sure I've not forgotten something. Yeah, we're fine. And Sancte have this team out tonight. We've got a bit of a change in system, I think. Yeah, they've dropped the wingers back to wing back. The rest of it's pretty standard. I think it did all right last game. I can't remember actually what the result was. I lost 1-0. It was solid, but lost 1-0.
Yeah.
So we're looking for better tonight. But yeah, this is again another good looking 11. Maybe not the strength in depth, but a good looking 11, I would say.
It is on paper, yeah. Perhaps the AI will be right this time, and he'll get his win.
Possibly so, Alf. Possibly so. And Bobby Petter might make an appearance tonight because he wants to leave the club as well. We will go and remove this banner and then ask you, Alf, do you agree with the 1-0 prediction before as we kick off? Let us know if you agree with it.
I'll stick with that one.
Foss Road opened the score in Emerton after 15 minutes. It looks like one of the better right wing backs on the game. If you're playing wing backs, he's the man or one of the men. And Saviola gets a goal as well, 2-0 early on for Foss Road. Unicorns getting towards half-time break. Will there be any more drama before they go into the tunnel? And there is Franca, who started at me, went to Dudley Hill, and then he's now at Foss Road. He looks pretty good. He scored after 45, and they've been clinical.
Yeah.
Can't remember who the keeper is. Is it Khan for Sancte? he can't be having a good game if he's conceded the 3 goals. Wow, that's a some performance there from the Foss Road boys.
It is, yeah. Very poor in the air, weren't they, Sancte? Very poor. It was, Campbell. You'd have won a few headers, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Campbell on a 5, Khan on a 4.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
maybe Campbell's being given the run around by Heskey, maybe. I don't know.
Have they got a giant centre forward at Foss then? Who's climbed above Khan?
Possibly so. No. Ball down on goal.
No.
Franco found himself in plenty of room. We've got we've got an assist from Saviola, 2 assists from Zeriberto, which is obviously the Zeriberto we know and love in the league. So yeah, that's the Foss Road. Let us know if you want to do anything. Can't tonight. He's had a shit first half.
Yeah. Even the best throw before, don't they? It's just annoying. It just annoys me that. He'll have a 9 in the next game. Probably the next 5 games, he'll have a 9.
Yeah. I don't know who Filimonov. I don't know who he is. I think he was Romanian or something. Looks okay, but I don't think we'll see him.
No, he'll stick with him. You got to do, haven't you, really?
Yeah. So Smuts has gone as is. We've got Petter coming onto the pitch. It's a long one. Push the wing backs to ML and MR.
I think Petter's coming to Spartak.
He is, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how he shapes.
Half hour. Karagunis for Collins. Stick him alongside Bowie and MC. Back up top with Penza.
He's just trying to find a formation, isn't he, Duggan here? He hasn't quite found his right one.
No, not yet. So we've got, Petter on for George Atos, MLMR, Small Arrow. Karagunis for Collins, sticking alongside Bowie. Arrows on both MCs halfway back, up top with Penza. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we've all changed formation week in, week out, and nothing seems to work.
Alexander is a Russian. Yeah. I thought we weren't playing Russians because of the war and that.
Well, yeah.
There was someone on Twitter that stopped playing a Russian save because of the war, which is like the saddest thing.
Wait a minute. We got Spartak in the league.
I thought that was more like Uzbekistan or something, but yeah, maybe so. We'll go to 60 minutes then. Some big changes there on 45 for Sancti, which is not surprising really given the state of the match.
No.
I saw Khan lets it run free and then there was a goal. I'm not the best at picking out the text, but even I saw that. Oh my God, that jumped so fast. Apologies, Duggan, not that you can go back into it anyway, but we'll do some quick changes here if anyone wants to change with the last 11 minutes.
I doubt it now.
So it seems Smuts was the sad bastard, which makes it truer. No changes for Duggan. So we'll have maybe some changes from Foss Road. Maybe he wants to rest a couple of players, given the score line.
So you look at Heskey, he does a job, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's done well, and he's on a 9. So what's he got? He must have had an assist or something. No, nothing. He's just putting himself about. He's not affected the match directly, but
no, but he's a nuisance. Yeah.
Lawson for Biscayne.
It's maybe it allows players like Saviola to just play the game and score goals, find some space.
Yeah, I agree. I think you need a big man up there if you're playing a 2. And if you're playing a 1 on his own, I think he needs to have some strength about him. Heskey's pre-assisting the hell out of life, according to Smuts as well. So we've got those 2 changes. And we've got some. I mean, I presume it's true. It's come from Dan Megahorse. He don't usually joke about these types of things. A great little stat on the Russian keeper there. Beach Soccer World Cup in 2011. And he came back to normal football. and played till he was 45. Of course, Dan knows all about him. And we'll go to the end. Not much happening in terms of affecting the result here, but we might get another consolation goal. We've had a couple of those tonight, and we haven't this time. It's just a clinical performance and an absolute shocker from Oliver Kahn there. That's what it's come down to.
Yeah, Smertin. Did Campbell improved a little bit, didn't he? Gerrard on his own, trying to do it all. Yeah,
Gerrard, he's doing his Stevie G impression from the late noughties of in the Liverpool shirt there.
That was what you call a real team performance from Fossey there.
Yeah, excellent performance. And take nothing away. Obviously, the 4 from the keeper helps a massive amount, but yeah, it's still a very good performance from Foss Road.
Yeah,
Zeriberto gets the Man of the Match award.
Yeah.
And on the other side, Khan's the big difference. Smertin's not had a good game, but the rest have not done too bad. So we'll move on swiftly. Second to last game, we're going to go to Stanley against Los Santos. If you want to get your bits up, Alf, I'll put the banner up for you.
Yeah.
Alf predicts a 2-1 away victory.
Well, the way it's going, we better reverse that, haven't we? The scoreline. Yeah.
Have you got one right yet so far? Have you got one right? Not you. Has the computer got one right yet?
Yeah, I've actually played the same formations that each team plays. I mean, I don't know the background. I don't know player instructions or anything like that. But I play the same formations against each other. Basically, the same players. So, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, and we all know. We all know there's a massive amount of luck assigned to this game. Obviously, there's some skill.
We'll never understand the game, will we, none of us?
Not fully, no. Yeah, I think there's a massive element of chance in every game, but obviously, if you're good over a long period of time, you must be. I think you got to be doing something right.
Yeah.
That's how Stanley line up. It's the same shape. Mido comes in. Deisler comes in. Is that his debut for Deisler? No, it's his third start actually. I didn't realise he played that much, but yeah, he's come into the MC role there. I think that's a new one for him, and a tactic that's worked very well, especially at home for Stanley so far this season. Wes Brown gets a number 15 shirt, and Los Santos Kings look like this, as is again for the third week running. Vasily, it looks good, and not much more to comment that hasn't already been said about Los Santos, but a strong looking team, Alf.
It is. I mean, several players that I've had in the past there. Tomasi, I'd love to have him back. Tomasi, he's one of my great favourites. Yeah.
So Alf predicts, suggests it's going to be 2-1 away win. Do you agree with that one, Alf?
No, it's all wrong in it. So I'll change it around to 2-1 Stanley.
It is early pressure from the red and black, the Red Rose Stanley. No goal just yet. 22 minutes gone. We have aesthetically pleasing stream tonight. I suppose he's talking about the fact the duck's not in the way in the right hand corner, but he might be talking about our faces, Alf. So thank you for that, Paul. No goals yet in the main action of the night. Yellow card for David, and Hencho gets a goal on the 45-minute mark. So just before they come in for the break, Hencho gets a goal, and they have had more shots on target, less shots in total. Stats look fairly even, and that's a big goal in the context of this match, isn't it, Alf? It's always nice to get a goal on the stroke of half time.
And it looked like against another player now. So it looks fairly even. So Stanley could get back into it. Stanley, see no reason why not.
There's still a game on here, isn't there? There's still a game to be had. Suggest maybe this formation is not the best to chase a game though, or maybe it is. I don't know, but it feels like it's not the best to chase a game if you go behind. I don't know. Schmeichel, I didn't even mention Peter Schmeichel. I mean, what a hero this guy is. It's a 7, a 10, and 2 8s in his first 4.
Yeah, he's rated as good as any keeper, aren't they, really?
Haji is saying as is or roll, please. So we'll roll. And I've not seen lots of Mike, but he was here earlier, I believe. Yes, he shouted Khan not too long ago. So as it stands, I don't think Mike would swap Peter Schmeichel for Oliver Kahn at the moment.
He doesn't retire mid-season, does he, Schmeichel?
I think that only happens if they're not playing. But yeah, if he was back in the reserves like he would be for most teams, he probably would retire by the end of the season. Yeah. Longer arrows on the wing backs. That's it till 60. Cheers for your prompt instructions, guys. And we'll go to 60. And that jump forward fast. I saw Anelka misses the target there. It's an even game still. We have no condition worries. And Sebastian Deiser's not playing great, but the rest is looking okay. Maybe you'd push Mido up and get another attacking midfielder on or something like that. I'm not sure. Mike will obviously.
It's not a lot on the bench share, is there really?
And Nelka is still wants to be transfer listed for no reason. Hopefully he'll snap out of it, but
I'd perhaps put somebody with him up front.
Yeah, potentially. I think he's got to be worth a shout.
I think he's sulking on his own there.
Well, no one wants to be near him. That's why he set that formation up. Because he likes to be on his own. And that's Hodges' conditions and ratings. So yeah, let us know what you want to do, both managers, and we will get on to the final game after this is finished. So we had an away win in the Alf Predicts, didn't we? So
we did. Yeah. Well, it's not over yet.
So you might have one right tonight, Alf.
Well, I hope not.
Right, so we've got Deiser to AMC with Mido, both Mido and Deiser with an arrow. I guess you mean straight arrows. If you don't, clarify that quickly, but I read that as straight. It could possibly be interpreted as a diag. We don't want any more diag drama or controversy after the diags shouts from Duggan last season.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, does he need two central DMs there at the back? Jeremy's can manage on his own, can they? I thought he's got some.
Probably can, yeah. Probably can. I mean,
yeah, he's managed on his own. He's used to get terrific ratings on his own, I'm sure.
Well, that's the end of that one. From Mike, he's happy with that, and I think we've got an as-is from Hodgie. Yeah, that is as-is, isn't it? So we'll go to the end then. Half volley. Deisler has pushed up the pitch, and he's got was it half volley? Did that say? So he's kept his mind. His mind just kept faith in him, and he's paid him back in spades there with a volley. End of the game's coming up, and is there a late goal? Is there a late goal? It looks like there will be, and there is. Mido in the 90th minute. So that AMC change is completely. That's we call it a tactical masterclass, but he's obviously done the right thing. That's for sure. Pushing those two up to AMC with an arrow, and we've got two late goals. And it would have been harsh if they lost it. A draw would have been fairish, but you can't really argue with Stanley winning that one. They seemed like they had a bit of the ball, and the stats suggest they were active. And Simeone alongside Jeremy's Alf, both of them have got 9s, so you can't really argue with that, can you?
No, you can't. No. That's a good team performance again.
Super savage is the shout in the crowd from his ass man.
Yeah.
Some nice words from both managers. So yeah, congratulations to Savage. It's a nice feeling when you make a change and it works. So yeah, especially with a player you've brought in as well. So we go on to the headline game of the night. I don't like putting myself on last when I'm playing Alf, but with us being the top two sides at the start of the night, it felt like the right thing to do. We've got Haggis loss, a Burn win, Exiles loss. Which is true. So yeah, there's a chance here to kind of put a little bit of daylight between the pack if one of us wins. We'll start with the home team. Cambiasso comes in for my boys. Not a deal I was looking to do, but got the offer from Edwards, and just thought, why not? So I quite like Cambiasso. See how he does. I'm not too sure he looks amazing, but I'm happy to give him a go. And the rest of it kind of stays the same, I think. Identical. But yeah, that's my team. And yeah, what are your thoughts on the team first half before we get going?
Yeah, it seems fine. But I say I've got Solarian as a scorer, but you don't really play him, do you? So
yeah, he's my backup left. He's my backup left winger. So yeah, if Kuehl was to go down, that's who we play. It's interesting that he scored for you though. I think he's a decent player.
He can score goals. Yeah. So other than that, yeah, it's a strong looking side.
Yeah, and this is how the Sloths line up. We've got Muzzi, Roberto Muzzi, is leaving after tonight, but he starts. And Van Bommel comes in for the injured Kerr in what is the most sensible Sloths team anyone's ever seen. Talk us through. Is it your tactic file, Alf, or is it Rob's tactic file?
No. Rob does all this. I've no real input into this. He does the formation and picks the team. So I just have to go along with it. And he's got Muzzy in there. We'll have to see. I mean, he was my pick from the outside league. And
I think the deal was included you getting Ronnie Johnson, who looks very good. So
we need another centre back. Yes, so I can understand that.
Yeah, it was a 2 for 2, which I think part of it's gone through already.
But I think we have Rossini Smith. Are they still injured? Otherwise, I don't think Muzzy would have played.
Rossini's injured. Smith's not.
It's all Smith's not, but he's not been in good form, Smith. So that's why Rob's done that.
It's surprising not to see him in there. That was the lineup there. Let me just double check that.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, but
I'm
a
doubt it.
Yeah,
he's got Muzzy in the lineup he's sent through.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I'm a fan of Luis Enrique, but I might bring him on later on depending on how he goes.
Yeah, I think he's effective. He scored off the bench already this year. So yeah, well, good luck to you. Good luck to Rob.
So I've got that, but I'm hoping that like all the rest of them, this is wrong.
It'd be weird if this one came true now. So it's probably not going to be 2-0. But yeah, good luck to you boys. We'll see how we get on here.
I've played this about 80 times and you've won all of them.
Well, even when you took my keeper out, yeah. What's happening here? We've got some pressure from Sloths, but we withhold it. It looks like Sloths are on top to start the game. Free kick. It's always nerve-wracking streaming and watching your own game.
Usually the opposition scores or equalises on the 45th.
Trezeguet has got the open goal, and Sloths are dominating so far.
Can't believe that one. No, it's incredible, that.
Yeah, you got the better of the ball.
Everything, well, apart from tackles, yeah.
Yeah, great performance so far. Tybee having busy in defence, but not doing much going forward.
You see, there's another goalkeeper. He threw something like a 4 or a 5 in his last game, where he always bounces back.
I'm just gonna do that for now. I'm not gonna make any more changes. Just an arrow on Stanic. And you've got the chance to look at it or go as is if you prefer.
I think we'll go as is. I mean, Zidane's as usual. He's not doing nothing, but I still think he's effective. I think he plays a part despite his ratings. I think he still does a job. So.
Yeah, no, it's he does look amazing, doesn't he? Look how good he looks.
Yeah, so I think really, I think he's okay. I think it'll be okay.
We're getting towards 60 minutes already, and there's a goal. Disallowed. Disallowed.
Well.
I'm going to bring Hussein on for Pizarro. And
Hussein, there's a goal scorer. I'm a bit frightened of him.
I'm going to do this as well. I'm training D'Alessandro to play on the left. So I'm going to bring him on the left and see what he can do.
Right.
And I'm also going to push him on. Yeah, so that's me.
Right.
Much quicker doing it than typing it out. Yeah, Zidane's not playing well. You've got the rest of your team okay condition-wise. Any subs for you, mate?
We could bring Zetterberg on, but I'm reluctant to change anything. You know, the team's winning, so I don't think it'll make any difference. I might have brought Enrique on, but leave it now. I think we'd have to leave it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We've had no more goal mouth action for us, so it looks like you're in control.
I think you'll get your equaliser anyway.
We'll go to the end now. I'm not even going to slow it down. I'm not slowed it down all night, and I prefer it by a mile.
Yeah,
we'll see if there's some
we
late drama.
We don't often keep clean sheets. So you
scored against Trezeguet with his 5th of the season, so he's been brilliant. And maybe some late drama.
Clean sheets, yeah.
Maybe some late drama. 5 minutes. I'm going to slow this down. 5 minutes added on.
Put it on double fast.
Save.
Oh, Zach did it. Double fast.
If it was 2-1 to me, I'd have just not bothered. But it's 2-1 to you, so I've slowed it down. Let's see if we can.
That's on very slow.
It's actually on fast, which is mad, isn't it? The difference between the two is crazy. But it looks like you're comfortable. You might even score again. And it's a 2-1. Sloths are on top of the table still. Yeah, and you deserve it as well.
That's a defining win to us, that really. I mean, we won't meet many better teams away from us this season than yourselves. So,
yeah, just to go away to any team in the top half and get a win is a great result. To restrict us to no chances is even better. Yeah, congratulations on the win.
We've got and he's got Rossini to come back as well. So yeah,
it's not even a bad performance from us either. Really, if you look at the ratings, obviously Ferguson had a disallowed goal, which would have bumped him up if that had counted.
Yeah.
It
wasn't much today. I mean, you're a good team, and it showed it there with your ratings. It's just that we had several good performances ourselves.
The year of the Sloths, Jesse and Edwards, which is hard to disagree. Sloths, the real deal from Smuts. Trezeguet finally demanding some respect.
Yeah. I've told Robbie he's the one that's not going.
Yeah, and Duggan makes a good point as well. You're playing with 10 men there with Zidane kind of being carried by the team.
When we discussed transfers, he was the one that said he's not going nowhere.
Yeah, great result for you guys. Nothing too disheartening from us. Hussein with a goal late on nearly kind of added some drama. But this is the results for the evening. Badgers and Vikings played out a bit of a bore fest in a 0-0 at the set. Fulchester looked dangerous, scored 2 first-half goals to beat Dudley Hill. We've just seen the Sloths look imperious against East Coast away from home. Foss Road looked clinical as anything. They got 4 goals and then kind of rested the Stars. Sancte kind of failed to turn up tonight. Northern Burn with an early dominating performance against Haggis, 4-1 to Northern Burn at home. Stackington had a bit of a miserable start to the season, but they get a home win against Exiles and a convincing kind of performance. Some big players turning good there. And Stanley with some late drama from Deisler and then Meadow on the 90th minute snatch a late win for the Stanley boys. And this is how the table looks. Sloths are top of the league, only 1 point in it, but after 6 games to not lose a game is pretty good going in such an even league.
Yeah, it's it's really down to Rob. I mean, we've got a few players together, but Rob's picked the team and the formations, and it's worked.
Yeah, Northern Burn are showing their strength. Sitting in second. Fulchester boys want to be taken seriously, and I think they will be now. They've only lost 1 game.
Yeah, they're always challenging, aren't they, those two, Burn and Fulchester, always challenging.
Yeah, Stanley have moved up to 4th with that late win. We've dropped down to 5th. Haggis hold on to the last spot, and then the rest of the league looks like that. I think to have last place kind of only 2 wins away from being mid-table kind of shows how open it is.
Yeah.
And every team's got a shout if they can put something together. So yeah, it's shaping up to be a good season as usual.
Yeah.
6 games in, you can't really tell much from 6 games, can you, Ralph?
No, you can't. I mean, the Vikings have got no wins, but they will win soon. I mean, that was a good performance the last game, the draw, and I think they'll start rising from now on, Vikings.
They've only lost 2 games this season, and they've not had a goal from Maxim. So if they were to turn
Yeah,
that
that's
zero
it.
into
He
a 3 or
will.
4.
When he comes to London, it'll be on the table.
Yeah, if that was kind of 3 or 4, they
Yeah.
would be in the playoffs at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a competitive looking league. Fixtures for next week, or for Sunday night with Steve Sundays.
I thought we played Exiles already. No,
Probably not.
No,
I don't know. I can't say for sure, but probably not.
No,
You travel to Exiles. We travel to Los Santos. Some good games in there. Fulchester Badgers is a bit of a slobber knocker. Haggis Foss Road will be a good one. Sancte hosting Stanley will be hoping to get their season up and running. Stackington Dudley, big game. Vikings Northern Burn, an even bigger game.
It is.
So, yes.
That could be the game of the day, that one, Vikings and Burn, because he could come good, Jens, in that one.
Yeah, I agree. Even though Vikings are 12th and Burn are second, if they won that home game, you would not be surprised at all.
No, it should be last game, but I think Jens will win it first.
Maybe so. Crespo leading the way, although he's injured now in terms of player ratings. I'll just scroll through. I know people like to see their own players in this.
They do, yeah.
And we'll have a look at some more. So goals. Penza and Trezeguet leading the way in terms of goals.
Yeah. We'll have to see if we can persuade Penza to come to Spartak then. It'd be a nice front too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd take him Penza.
Yeah.
I'd take him Penza if you want Pizarro, Duggan. Assists, Perez. I think did he get all 3 of them in one half or whatever? I can't remember. Yeah, he's got 3 assists, so loads of people on a few assists.
I mean, yeah. Is it Salihamidzic? His racing's not like that great, but he always has assists and didn't he? And good performances. Yeah.
He's a solid player.
Doesn't look it, does he? You look on CM Scout, he's not rated very highly or any of those abilities. Yeah, he's one of those.
Dribbles per game, Giggsy, Dyer, Raul, leading the way on those ones. Always like to see dribblers.
Which do you think are the most important? I mean, goals are important, but which do you think, Dimble? I'm looking at all that.
I think pass completion is pointless, really. Tackles is important. I think you need to have a good tackler, at least one, especially in this league.
Yeah.
So I've got one this season. So hopefully that'll prove to be a good thing. And then I think you need a couple of dribblers. But it's very hard to get a consistent dribbler. So to only have an average of kind of 3 dribbles a game is pretty exceptional in this league. Yeah, so it's quite a strange thing, really.
Yeah, we haven't got any of those
I'd like a couple more of those if I could.
Yeah.
Harry Kuehl's lingering and Simkovic is in there as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for tonight, Alf. It's been a pleasure as always. I appreciate you helping out. I didn't ask you till late. I've had a couple of people not been able to make it after kind of suggesting they might. So really appreciate it. It makes our job loads easier.
Yeah, it just goes ashore into the home saves are meaningless, really. Yeah.
It does, yeah. Well, yeah, we all know that anyway. Yeah, you can do whatever you want on the home save, or even on the save file we shared at the start of the season. And make anything look good, I think. But congratulations on your win. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Thank you. It's a good game, and it won't define the season. I think I mentioned this in the message, didn't I? That won't define the season at all.
You did, yeah, and then I agree with you. I think there's loads of good things to come from us as well. So cheers, boys. Thanks a lot for joining everyone in the chat, and we'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah, thanks all.